Friends, welcome, salutations to you. Together let us salute the Lord, the Guru Parampara, the Shruti Mata, who are giving us this opportunity, blessings to study Shastra. As it is said in Gita, Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Akarya Vyavastito. In deciding what is the Karya, what is Akarya, both in the worldly parlance, also in spiritual sadhana, Shastram te pramanam. Shastra alone is authority to you. Bhagavan Krishna himself, having told the entire Gita, last in 16th chapter, he says, therefore, Jnatva Shastra Vidhana Uktam. Shastrokta Vidhanam or Shastra Vidhana Uktam Jnatva. Karma Kartum Iharhasi. You desire to do the karma of yours, external as well as spiritual. That is why it should be a necessary part in everyone's life to study the Shastra and live accordingly. Otherwise, क्या है? We can live like animals under impulses, under emotional, promptings, under the temptation of the senses. This is the animals. When the grass is seen, they go and eat. There is no Shastra, there is no thinking for it. Absolutely, life can go on. In a mosquito also the life happens. In an ant life happens. In an elephant life happens. The happening of life is not important. That life is to be used for what is important. And the ability to know why the life has to be used, called as intellect, is given only to human beings. Ability is there, but what is the authority to know? That also Bhagavan has provided, called as the Shastras. And directly you can't understand Shastra. Therefore, God has provided the Guru, the teacher also for us. So let us be matured undoubtedly in this regard. With the help of the Guru, studying the Shastra, as said in the Shastra only, we have to live life both for fulfilling our Arthakama, fulfilling our Dharma, and as a human being to fulfill our Moksha Purushartha by knowing our own essential self. Minus the Shastra, we lead life according to the fancies of the mind. Minus the Shastra, we get misguidance from guidance from equally Ashastriya people of the world. And what do the people, those who don't study Shastra, will have a goal and will tell us to have the goal Arthakama. All parents of all children in the modern world, they don't have studied, they have not studied the Moksha Shastra. Therefore, Moksha is a Purushartha, ultimate as a human to be gained. They themselves not conceive for themselves. Therefore, they live life of Artha and Kama. And right from the childhood, what do they teach the children? Which are the parents teaching the children? Beta Moksha is the ultimate Purushartha to be gained. Further, the means are the Dharma and Artha Kama are only for a survival purpose. Not even if one parent says, only those jivas heard from the gurus in earlier life, they in this life get those inclinations, therefore go and listen to some Mahatma. Otherwise, 99% of the parents put the children in Artha Kama only. Talk about government. Which government in how many hundreds of years spoken the moksha as Purushartha ultimate? At the maximum, they talk dharma. That dharma also has this constitution with made by the limited brains. That is to be followed, they say. They themselves have not studied Shastras like Ramayana and all, who have given the constitution. In those great Shastras, Mahabharata, Ramayana, the constitution is given how a human being have to live life of dharma for himself and the world at large. And go anywhere else. Where are we taught about it? That is a most unfortunate thing. Somewhere at the corner is pushed this moksha purushartha, dharma also naam ke vaste. Whole life is only for artha kama. See, artha kama makes us compromise with dharma, takes us away from the moksha. These all things when will we come to know? Only when we study those shastras, listen to those satsangas. Or else like animals only, live life only artha kama ke liye, and then die one day. While being so, being human being, in earning and indulging in artha kama, we do with all individuality and all raga dvesha, they are created as terrible vasanas. And then again, when we are born, only to fulfill or exhaust those vasanas, the entire life we spend. That is how life after the life, we only live the life of bondage only. Just like day by day, we are living the life of bondage between one in one life between birth to death. The example is this life itself. You and I also can question ourselves when we are studying Shastra from such a long time. How much in our heart, moksha is my main purushartha, I will search it, seek it in my own self. This thought, in a day of 24 hours of how many minutes, let us say, it's 24 into 60, 1440 minutes. Mein, how many minutes we think of this moksha purushartha? Why 24 hours? In this 1 hour, 1.5 hour of our satsanga also, speaker and listener. Even while listening Bhagavad and Shastra, are we studying these things to enhance our desire for moksha? Are we studying those topics first of all, those Shastras? A big question we have to ask. Then, if not the binding life of Artha Kama, how can we live the moksha sadhana? So that is why Moksha Shastra Dhenam, and I have said in that Moksha only as Charam Param Purushartha Swikaranam and Tadarthameva Jivanam. And even such books we study as we are doing now, morning, afternoon, evening, takes sufficient time. As much time it needs or takes, so much we have to give to come to the final doubtless question, confirmation, questionless. Like we have the questionless confirmations regarding where to live, where to make the house, how big the house has to be, what vehicle I have to procure, and what things I have to buy for my house. We all have regarding these many things questionless conviction. For the entire life also we have to have the doubtless conviction that this life is mainly aimed at knowing the self truth God and getting moksha from these jivadi limitations. Now, this thing, how many 100,000 times more we have to listen, we have to contemplate to fully engage only in this pursuit, not anything else. So, let us pray that our study of Shastra be fulfilled in these convictions and conviction leading relentless efforts, wherein we don't leave any stone unturned, ready to go through our tamasyas, all sacrifices, all hardships, कुछ भी करना पड़े भगवान, ये जो कंचनजुंगा माउंटेन चढ़ने को या एवरेस्ट को चढ़ने को या सबसे ऊपर वाला पहाड़ या पढ़ाव या चढ़ने के लिए जो भी मेहनत करना पड़े, we will do it and immediately do it, do only that. Let these things happen to us. For that purpose only we are every day coming, morning, evening, studying Shastra. Now in this 10th Skandham, we are doing Uttarardham, 80-81 chapters dedicated to Sri Krishna and Sudhama Charitra. Here the salient point is that Sudhama's Nishkama Bhakti for the God. So Bhagavan gave them wealth because they need it, but the Lord gave him the Tivra Mumuksha Jignasa. It will be said here, in this very life only, the Sudhama gives away everything, goes for his Bhagavad Dhyana and obtains Bhagavan. So his Dharmika Jivan at home helped him in not only studying Shastra but having Bhakti for God. Both of them made him reach Bhagavan's palace Dwaraka and be blessed by the Lord both for bhakti, that's for the outer life, mukti for the inner life. Like this, every skandha of Bhagavatam, every episode, chapter of Bhagavatam is only to inform us, inspire us for this moksha only. May we also be convinced about it. Let us enjoy our study of Bhagavatam, then Adhyatma Ramayanam today, followed by our Ashtottara Parayanam. Start. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेद्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधर स्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय सुब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादि ऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादि ऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादि ऋषिभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे माता पितृदेवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्य आदि गुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यपरम्परायाः देवता परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व सामरस्यता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् कर्मणि निश्चितानां बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा समस्त शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यतानां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम आदौ पारायणम्। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ 81तमोऽध्यायः। लेट अस चैंट फ्रॉम द वर्स नंबर श्लोका नंबर 9th इत्थिं विचिन्त्य फ्रॉम द 8th श्लोक onwards और 7th onwards पढ़िएगा। श्री भगवानुवाच पत्न्याः पतिव्रतायास्तु सखा प्रियचिकीर्षया प्राप्तो मामस्य दास्यामि सम्पदो मर्त्यदुर्लभाः इत्थं विचिन्त्य वसनात् चीरबद्धान् द्विजन्मनः स्वयं जहार किमिदम् इति पृथुकतण्डुलान् ननु एतदुपनीतं मे परमप्रीणनं सखे तर्पयन्त्यङ्गमां विश्वम् एते पृथुकतण्डुलाः इति मुष्टिं सकृत् जग्ध्वा द्वितीयां जग्धुमाददे तावत् श्रीर्जगृहे हस्तं तत्परा परमेष्ठिनः एतावतालं विश्वात्मन् सर्वसम्पत् समृद्धये अस्मिन् लोके तवामुष्मिन् पुंसस्त्वत्तोषकारणं ब्राह्मणस्तां तु रजनीम् उषित्वाच्युतमन्दिरे भुक्त्वा प्रीत्वा सुखं मेने ह्यात्मानं स्वर्गतं यथा शोभोदे विश्वभावेन स्वसुखेनाभिवन्दितः जगामस्वालयं तात पत्यनुव्रज्य नन्दितः स चालब्ध्वा धनं कृष्णात् न तु याचितवान् स्वयं स्वगृहान् व्रीडितो गच्छन् महद्दर्शननिर्वृतः अहो ब्रह्मण्यदेवस्य दृष्टा ब्रह्मण्यता मया यद्धरिद्रतमः लक्ष्मीम् आश्लिष्टो बिभ्रतो रसि क्वाहं दरिद्रः पापीयान् क्व कृष्णः श्रीनिकेतनः ब्रह्मबन्धुरिति स्माहं बाहुभ्यां परिरम्भितः निवासितः प्रियाजुष्टे पर्यङ्के भ्रातरो यथा महिष्या वीचितः श्रान्तः बालव्यजनहस्तया शुश्रूषया परमया पादसंवाहनादिभिः पूजितो देवदेवेन विप्रदेवेन देववता स्वर्गापवर्गयोः पुंसां रसायां भुवि सम्पदां सर्वासामपि सिद्धीनां मूलं तच्चरणार्चनम् अधनोऽयं धनं प्राप्य माद्यन्नुच्चैर्नमां स्मरेत् इति कारुणिको नूनं धनं मे भूरिना ददात् इति तच्चिन्तयन्नन्तः प्राप्तो निजगृहान्तिकं सूर्यानलेन्दुसङ्काशैः विमानैः सर्वतो वृतं विचित्रोपवनोद्यानैः कूजद्विजकुलाकुलैः प्रोत्फुल्लकुमुदाम्भोज कलहारोत्पलवारिभिः जुष्टं स्वलङ्कृतैः पुंभिः स्त्रीभिश्च हरिणाक्षिभिः किमिदं कस्य वा स्थानं कथं तत् इदम् इत्यभूतो एवं मीमांसमानं तं नरा नार्योमरप्रभाः प्रत्यगृह्णन् महाभागं गीतवाद्येन भूयसा पतिमागतमाकर्ण्य प्रत्युद्धर्षाति सम्भ्रमा निश्चक्रामगृहात् तूर्णं रूपिणी श्रीरिवालयात् पतिव्रता पतिं दृष्ट्वा प्रेमोत्कण्ठाश्रुलोचना मीलिताक्ष्यनमत् बुद्ध्या मनसा परिशस्वजे पत्नीं वीक्ष्य प्रस्फुरन्तीं देवीं वैमानिकीम् इव दासीनां निष्ककण्ठीनां मध्ये भान्तीं सविस्मितः प्रीतः स्वयं तया युक्तः प्रविष्टो निजमन्दिरं मणिस्तम्भशतोपेतं महेन्द्रभवनं यथा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्ययं रसः अतः बन्धु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चत कर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः। निरोधस्यानुशेनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः उत्तरार्धम् अथ 81तमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच ॐ So for the sake of wife that he came because she has asked him to ask me the money. Therefore prapto mam asya dasyami sampadaha amartya durlabhaha. Even durlabha to the devatas, that type of sampada I will give. So we have given the explanation yesterday. He is not only the bhautika sampada he gave, but he gave the inner sampada of how much to involve in them, and how to go beyond them to seek Bhagavan, even though staying amidst all the wealths. So this dono sampada hai, the bhautik sampada, then the bhakti jnana sampada also, Bhagavan thought I will give him. So by this story, what we must know, The Lord is there as Parabrahma, Lord is there as an Ishvara for Srishti Sthiti Laya, and the same Lord is there as an Avatara, and same Lord as our Upasya Devata, receiving our Upasanas comes in our life. So much so that like Sudhama and thousands of bhaktas born at the time of Bhagavan's avatar had his darshana and direct sparsha and talking and blessing. You and I can have the talk with the God. You can touch the God to such an extent that we can get worshipped by the God. No, like this Brahmana Bhakta got it. All these are true, all these are real. Our stupid brain should understand these things, accept these things. Then, among any of these darshanas of Bhagavan, for that we have to do the sadhana. For the moksha anubhuti, we have to do the sadhana of tattva chintanam and dhyanam. For the Anubhuti of Bhagavan in his loka, that type of upasanas we have to do. For having the oneness with the Lord as Hiranyagarbha, that type of we have to do the upasanas. And for having the darshana of Bhagavan and being born in his Leela Avatara Kala, that type of upasana I have to do. And in this very life we want Bhagavan Darshana Anugraha, there are those upasanas, those sadhanas. So without doing any of these, the Nastikas say there is no Bhagavan. But for the one who is astika and tries all these methods, any of these methods, through every of method, the Bhagwan's anubhuti comes to him. Some are the great Mahatmas who have had Bhagwan's Brahma Rupa Darshanam anubhuti as Atma. They have Bhagwan's darshan as Ishvara Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta. They have had Bhagwan darshana as Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara. They had darshana Bhagwan as Avatara and got born in that time only. And they are really got the opportunity to be with God and talk to God. But all this happening all the while, the Nirguna Ekameva Dvayam Brahma still stands as ultimate. Remember, you may have the darshan of Bhagavan, but Bhagavan chale aate hain. We may go to his loka, but still we are only away from the God. Oneness to hai nahi na. So इसलिए एकमेवाद्वयम ब्रह्म ultimate, having accepted it, then the Lord's experience at all other levels can be had, but not as ultimate, but not permanent. We may get even benefits at those levels or blessings at those levels. Any of these bhautika and outer blessings we may get, it never gives us complete fulfillment unless we become one with that infinite Bhagavan. Keep that in mind. So having thought like this, Bhagavan ne kya kiya? Iti vinchintya vasanat chirabadhan dvijanmanaha swayam jahara. So dvijanmanaha vasanat. From the cloth of that Brahmana, chirabadhan, those which are tied to the cloth, jahara swayam, he himself has pulled it and took it. Kimidam iti. So you can think of भाषा, हाँ क्या है, कुछ तो दिख रहा है, लटक रहा है, तुम छुपा रहे हो, क्या है, बिना लाए तो तुम आ नहीं सकते, भाभी जी तो जरूर भेजिएगी कुछ तो. So all these dialogues we can add. Then kimidam iti jahara prutuka tandulan. So it that way took those chivda or poha, that beaten rice. Then nanu etad upanitam me parama prinanam sakhe. So the Lord's words are so complete here. Ki this is what for my sake you brought, and this is the one to give me parama prinanam. Extreme happiness it is going to give me. Not only that, tarpayanti angamam vishwam sarvam. In all aspect, by all means, this is making me trupta, contented. As we said yesterday, it is not the item which he brought, but it is the attitude of devotion and the attitude of giving to the God. That is what makes Bhagavan trupta. So therefore, Vishwam Tarpayanti. Vishwam means Sarvam. At all aspects, it makes me happy. Ete Prutuka Tandulaha. Bhagavan has said that words. So therefore, from the attitude of getting everything from the world, let us bring the attitude of giving it. Even to Bhagavan also. Then Bhagavad Kripa comes in the form of Bhakti Jnana, all those things. Then what Bhagavan did with that rice poha? Ki iti mushtim sakrujagdva. He has taken one morsel of it and is eaten. Ah, what a beautiful feeling for both. Sudhama also कि मैंने जो लाया भगवान ने स्वीकार किया. Bhagavan also कि for me with so much devotion he brought. Puja Gurudev we have seen in so many places in Bhiksha. है ना, लोग बेचा उनके लाते थे. There is a fixed menu and the host will give, but some of the devotees again out of devotion to him because they can't call him to his house, him to their house. for various reasons. And so, but they make something, sometimes without telling. Then they just with hesitation they stand there in front. Gurudev is so sharp, He just says there, you have brought something for me, give what it is. And you will take it. And mind you, he has got all physical ailments. The heart problem, the BP is there, diabetes is there, some kuch. But for the sake of devotee, he used to go through all that also to please them. We have seen with our own eyes, not once but many times. So in this way, Bhagavan has taken, you can meditate on that, opened that potli, उसमें से एक मुट्ठी भर के लिए, and he has put it in his mouth and he ate. What is he eating? Not the puffed rice. It is going to the physical mouth and body. But he is consuming the bhakta's devotional offering. All these things we have seen, he has nothing for himself and yet he borrowed something to give to God. देखो वो एटीट्यूड ही इतने महान है. Then Ditiyam Jagdumadade, then he was trying to take the second morsel to take. Tavat Srir Jagruhe Hastam. Immediately Lakshmi came. Sri, that Rukmini pulled the hand of the Lord from that. Tatpara Parameshtinaha. She is the Tatpara, totally surrendered to him, that Parameshti. Parameshti is the total, complete ruler, controller, creator of the world. Of him she is Para, the total devoted, pulled his hand from that. Then why? Etavata alam Vishwatman. So she says, Oh Lord, this is enough for you to take tattosha karanam, to please you, with which you give sarva sampat samruddhaye, every sampada and every samruddhi for your devotee, asmin loke athava amoshmin. So this much taking of yours from your devotee is sufficient for him to get from you all the samruddha sampada of this world and the other world. Enough. Again, we told yesterday, agar zyada le liya, then you have to give yourself only. Then what about all of us? Therefore, Lakshmi Mata, Rukmini ji, she stopped him from taking the second one. But that's enough for even that Brahmana ki Bhagavan ne liya ho gaya. So this much is the story in short, but in that so many things, so many of emotions and devotions, Bhagavan's kripas, all of them can be understood by those who are intelligent, who are devoted. So with this particular story up to the Pruthuka Tandula Grahanam by Krishna is over. Then that night he stayed, the next day he left that place. While going, what are the beautiful thoughts he was contemplating? All his optimism, positivity, it is all very exemplary. This is how our hearts are made pure. These pure hearts will have these type of thoughts. What is the bhakta's hridaya? What is bhakti? What is prema? What is nirahankarata? What is niswartata? What is the raga dvesha rahitya? All of them are depicted in this internal thinking of Sudhama, Sridhama, Kuchelaji while going back. A very, very important topic. Few thoughts are very, very essential. So that we will start seeing now. Sloka number 12 onwards. Ki ब्राह्मणः that brahmana Sudhama garu ji ki tam tu rajanim, that night ushitva, staying Achyuta Mandire, in Bhagavan Krishna's Mandira, the palace. Bhuktva pitva, he has eaten food and drunk what are the things to be given. Sukham mene, extremely was happy. He atmanam swargatam yatha. He got the happiness as much as he is enjoying the Swarga Bhoga. देखो यही दे दिया भगवान ने, पत्नी को भी वहां दे दिया, इनको भी इधर दे दिया. You only have to go to one Swarga from one Swarga. That Swarga of the house you will go now, and this was also Swarga. So here the Swargam meaning not only for the Bhautika Sampadas that he was offered there, but the way Lord Krishna has received him. एंड हिज ओन जन्म धन्य हो गया ना. वो आने के टाइम ने क्या सोचा कि अयम ही परमो लाभः उत्तम श्लोक दर्शनम. इज इट नॉट द अल्टीमेट गेन इज टू हैव दर्शन ऑफ भगवान. ही वाज इन दैट मूड ओनली. Therefore, that was as great as the Swarga Anubhuti, Swarga Ananda to him in the heart as a Bhakta. Outside also, Bhagavan has given everything to drink and eat and place to sleep that night, palatial. Enjoy. But only one day, and he was not having any greed to stay more days and enjoy. भगवान भी क्योंकि he has come, he'll have to go back. Guru and God, their way of conducting the world or dealing with the world or managing the world is totally different. We can't comprehend it, imagine it. They see the dharma we have to do, they see our spiritual evolution. Accordingly, they treat us. A guru also, a highly paripakwa guru anubhuti might be, he might have kind. He may be giving the Shastra Jnana also. Apart from these two, the guru who has got the yoga shaktis and all, looking at the disciples' level of maturity, what is required for him, that only he provides. From that standpoint only, he is dealing, is commanding, is ordering the disciple stays. It's like that. There also he'll have to go because he has come, the Patni Vagara will be waiting. Therefore, Bhagwan did not force him to stay few days. Not required. फिजिकली क्यों अंदर भगवान तो ही शाश्वत रूप से आउटसाइड लेट अस डू वॉट एवर द वर्क ही हैज गिवन टू अस आत्मदृष्टि यू कैन हैव Narad is the best of the achiever. He has oneness with the Lord at the Brahma Tattva level. You understand? Second, whenever he wants, he can have the Lord pratyaksha in his heart. Third, anytime he can go to Vaikuntha Adi Loka to have Bhagavan's darshan. Four, if he insists, Bhagavan also will come and give him darshan. एक peculiar है, हर जगह हर तरह का उनको blessing मिला नारद जी, because his only job was to connect the God to devotees, devotees to the Bhagavan. उनका ये महिमा है, by the way. So then what happened after that night? Happily stayed, as if stayed in the Swarga only, with all prema, sukha, bhoga. Then Shobhute, as the morning arrived, Vishwabhavena, the Lord who is the creator and maintainer of the whole world, by that God, Swasukhena, that Lord who is always in his own Atma Sukha established, with that Lord Abhivanditaha, by that Lord having properly worshipped and saluted. This Brahmana Devata Jagama left the place, started moving. Where? So Alayam, to his own place, house, from where he came, he had to go to meet his family. Tata, oh my dear Parikshita, Pati Anuvrajya Nanditaha. Pati Anuvrajya, in that marga of going, Bhagavan Krishna followed him for a sufficient distance. पैदल कुछ देर उनके साथ गए. Then the Brahman Devata must have told Bhagavan, I'll go. आप पीछे जाइए. Then Bhagavan, that what you call the respect, the formality respect of giving that send off to the one who has come our house, graced our house. ये तो हम बचपन में तो इतना इतना देखा, कोई भी घर आते थे. मजेदार बात क्या है ना, जो आए वो लड़के भी जाते थे. है ना, father and sisters and brothers, their ego, they're not matured with sadhana and shastra ज्ञान उतना तो नहीं होता ना. कोई छुटपुट घटना है, लड़ाई होती. Even then, नहीं हो या ना हो, with all good mood or bad, somebody should escort them till they board the train or the bus or whatever the mode of transport, and it moves. कभी को ट्रेन 3 घंटे है तो रुक कर वहां, रात को 9 वाली ट्रेन 1 को आई, 1 बजे तक फिर बस चढ़ा कर आना. It's a very good gesture. So Bhagavan has given him Pati Anubrajan. For some distance he has gone. Patyam Anubraja. Pati Anubraja, sorry. And Nanditaha. And that way made happy and root with lot of the talks, lot of wonderful exchanges. तो कहा होगा भगवान ने दोबारा आइए मैं भी आऊँगा इस तरह से to that Bhabi ji and children, to everyone. Bhagavan might have sent his blessings now, whatever. तो ये सारा होगा. So these are secondary details. वो फिर वो संसार हो जाता है. भगवान ने उनको स्वीकार किया, उनका पूजा वगैरह की, आतिथ्य दिया. Then Bhagavan has loved him, blessed him. Then Brahmana also what he wanted he got, having darshan of Paramatma. So this is how he left. We'll have to reach. Before reaching, en route. What are the thoughts? This is what our pastimes should be. During daytime after our relaxation, and at the time of relaxation after our compulsory duties, when you sit somewhere in your chair relaxed reclining, what thoughts should be there at that time? These are the things, samples. Generally, though, our heart is filled with so many vasanas regarding people and objects and their bhoga that only those thoughts keep on coming. That's the lakshana of a pakka samsari. A sadhaka should think in these lines as to how God is kind, how He is blessing, how He is taking care, and how I am devoted to Him, what is lacking in me, how I have to improve myself in the sadhana. You know, and you and I, तो और ज़्यादा करना है. Are our classes becoming routine, only mechanical? Huh? Are we getting bored out of it? Or the thoughts that enough of this, let us leave and go? If they are coming, means our punya getting exhausted, or our ego or vasanas are coming, or our so far study has not been reflected to find the ultimate ananda in this, that other than it, I don't want anything else. That thought has not come. अगर वैसे विचार आते हैं तो सोचना है उसको. Another thing is whatever kathas we have heard, uska mananam chintanam. This is how we have to be between two sadhanas. If some time of relaxation is there, Mm. Like Vibhishana and Hanuman, both are Rama Bhakta. Hanuman is definitely on Rama Karya. विभीषण को अभी मिला नहीं इसलिए उसके इंतजार में थे. Then when both of them met, talk to each other about what? Bhagavan only. Then what happened to them when they talked about him? Pava Anirvacha Vishrama. They found Vishranti rest also in Bhagavad Katha only. We also have to spend our relaxed time also only in Bhagavad Chintanam. Slowly, we first thing we have to do is we should not say it is not required. We should not say that we can't do. नहीं जरूरत है करने नहीं कर सकते. These are the biggest obstacles for spiritual sadhana for any being. It is very essential to me and I must do. With these thoughts, we have to start and keep on doing. And the beauty and ugliness of life is what? The ugliness is whatever you make a habit, that becomes habit. The beauty is what? If we can make the positive things also as a habit, they remain as habits. Like our classes. They become habit now. अच्छा है, आ रहे हैं, बैठ रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, पढ़ रहे हैं. Good one. We are reminded of the Lord as our goal. We are listening His katha, His glory, His gunas, His prema, His karuna, His swarupa. So let us encash it in this way. Those khali moments. Now one by one. Ki sacha alabdva dhanam krishnat. So from Krishna, he did not get any dhana. Even रास्ते के लिए वापस कभी उन्होंने नहीं दी. और पोटली में वो जो चिवड़ा लाया उसका 1 रुपए लगता, वो भी नहीं दिया भगवान ने. सच अलब्ध्वा धनम कृष्णात. He has not received any मुंह में ये पूटी कौड़ी जो कहते हैं ना, वो भी नहीं भगवान ने दिया उनको. चलो भगवान ने नहीं दिया तो इनको पूछना चाहिए था ना. He should have asked कि न तो याचितवान स्वयं. तो he also did not ask him. Did not feel like that's it out of fulfillment. हम बात पत्नी बाद में जो डांटेगी वो वहां जाकर देख लेंगे. You know, we can't see beyond the focus of our floodlights of the car. Here I am with Krishna, enjoyed his hospitality and all. So I didn't feel like that's it. So Natu Yachidavana Swayam, he did not. Now from this also one thing, जैसे in the t-shirts of the youngsters, आजकल लिखा रहता है ना कि आएंगे अपने भी दिन आएंगे, हमारे टाइम आएगा, ऐसा कुछ लिखे रहते. अपना भी टाइम आएगा. True. We on sadhana. Then our also time comes. Either for realization if you want that, or Bhagavan's darshanam if you want that, or through Bhagavad Kripa, all the prosperities. A time will come for it. If it has not, already something is going on by God's grace only. Any other ambitions we have, do the due upasana, prarthana of that, in its own time it will come. It appears Bhagavan has not given. So भगवान के देने में देर है अंधेर नहीं ऐसा कुछ कहते हैं ना. देर भी वो गलत वर्ड है वो. He gives at right time only. He knows what's right time. This is the highest faith. When I know my Lord knows what I need at what time, and that alone He gives in my own evolution. If I have really understood this, my faith is very true faith and deep faith and matured faith and faith with understanding. Such person is fully relaxed. There's nothing tensed, worried about the future or present or the things or the beings or mind or the thoughts. हमें क्या करना है इतना सब कचरा ही है. My Lord knows what I need and He will give and I'll receive it with both open hands. Now He is giving me the opportunity for Bhagavad Gita and all करो और आगे जो देना है let Him do. He is supposed to be more intelligent than me and kind towards me. So, Bhagavan Krishna has not given anything. Nach sacha alabdhva dhanam Krishnat natu yachitavan swayam. He himself also has not asked anything. Then, Swagruhan vriditaha gachan. And he was going to his own house without vrida in him. That still that shyness has not left him. What is the shyness? I am such a Garib Brahmana and such a Bhagwan Garib Nivaj. How greatly he took care of him. That type of व्रीडा still he has got. ये लक्षण होता है ब्राह्मणों का व्रीडा. कुछ मांगते भी नहीं, कोई दे भी देते, झट झट करके उसके ऊपर कूद कर नहीं लेते. They're all वैश्यादि लक्षण. Before asking only taking or before giving asking, taking and given, jumping onto that. These are all the वैश्य लक्षण. ब्राह्मण लक्षण 10 बार मांगो तभी लेगा नहीं हो, लेगा तो भी थोड़ा, और थोड़ा भी लेकर उसमें 10 बार कृतज्ञता एक्सप्रेस करता है. These are all these that simple लक्षण ब्राह्मण को. उनको हमें डर रहता है कि कुछ मैं इसमें कुछ गलत कर रहा हूँ, कि भगवान मेरे को छोड़ देंगे या दूर करेंगे. ही इज ऑलवेज फ्राइटेंड ऑफ दैट थिंग. Like we were in childhood taught. No need to go anybody's house. If you go for study anything, if they offer anything, don't take. That's the rule, that's it. We will never take. And they people force that this मन में तो इतना डर, अम्मा क्या करेगी, डर पापा, they will scold and all. लेना ही नहीं बस. अपरिग्रह called it is. Otherwise it becomes a slavery dependency. अब ये वाली बात यहाँ तक आ गई. Not only not refusing, but taking, demanding, commanding, forcefully snatching from the people. To that level it has happened. It has come to now. Very worst level actually. So by the way, now viriditaha with that shyness, swagruhan gachan. And en route mahad darshana nirvrutaha. Underline this point. Nirvrutaha, extremely ananda he was in. Because mahad darshana. Mahad darshana is सबसे महान भगवान का दर्शन. That also in the best way. अब देखो the महत्ता in the darshan of Kuchela, which is very very rare in anybody's case, is not that he went and had Bhagwan's darshan, he gave gifts to the Bhagwan and he did upasana to Bhagavad Charana. It's the other way around. He was received, he was made to be seated, he was worshipped, he was given all the khanpin. This is called darshan ka mahanta hai. Very rarely anybody might have got it. है ना. भगवान कृष्ण के हाथ से सारे ब्राह्मणों को तो ऐसे पूजा पुरस्कार तो मिलता है. ये तो ब्राह्मण है, साधक है, मित्र भी है और भक्त भी है. एवरी गुड थिंग आर देयर इन सुदामा फॉर द लॉर्ड. तो फिर उन्होंने और अच्छी तरह से ही टुक केयर. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज महत दर्शन निर्वृतः. And all that he talks in these 4 slokas, just reminding or rewinding the real flashback जो कहते हैं ऐसा वाला. One by one are beautiful thoughts what he was thinking while going back. Aho, Sudhamaji telling to himself, Brahmanya devasya trushta brahmanyata maya. So many times it is heard that Krishna is Brahmanya deva, means ब्राह्मणों को देवता मानने वाला. ब्रह्मण्य मीन्स ब्राह्मण को रेस्पेक्ट करने वाला. ब्रह्मण्य देव इज ब्राह्मणों को देवता के रूप में वर्शिप करने वाला. ऑफ दिस लॉर्ड कृष्ण ब्रह्मण्यता मया दृष्टा. His respect and reverence for the Brahmanas, I have directly myself experienced. He has seen only one thing in me, that's I am Brahmana. As regard my monetary position, all of that are concerned, I can't give any money for his party. So he says, Yat daridra tamaha. I am the most daridra. Then urasi bibhrataha Lakshmi. He himself having the Lakshmi Mata, the whole wealth in his own heart, means under his own command. Me to a daridra ashlishtaha, he has embraced me. Yat daridratamaha urasi lakshmi ashlishtaha. So urasi lakshmi bibhrataha ashlishtaha. So daridratamaha aham ashlishtaha. Bibrata lakshmim urasi. He himself has all the riches, Lakshmi under his command. I have nothing. Just for the sake of his respect towards Brahmana and also a Mitra. As a Brahmana, he did puja. As a Mitra, he has just embraced me. अब देखो जैसे पूज्य गुरुदेव का बना दर्शन हुआ, उन्होंने अनुग्रह की. This one he has put it in this gala and he just touched life. That is whole life he remember once. है गुरुदेव महात्मा है, जीवन मुक्त. हाँ, कारक पुरुष is all great master ascendances. No, Bhagavan is summation of so many such great Mahatmas. With that Bhagavan, when he has got that Alingana Prema, how much joy Sudhama must be. And Sudhama is not an unpad, because unpad लोगों को ये सब दे दो, उनको आता समझ में नहीं. He is a very शास्त्र पढ़ा हुआ है, तो शास्त्र के दृष्टि से उनको सब पता है जीवन में अमूल्य क्या है पाने का. ये दर्शन of the Bhagavan itself is real. That is what he went with the thought. I am a Paramolabhai, Uttama Sloka Darshan. Dur se, if I am able to see, that should be enough for me. He knows all the Shastras, what is the highest achievement. Even having darshan of God is so tough. But Bhagavan himself has given his hospitality. He was Nirvrataha, extremely happy. Okay? Then he says this one. I am Daridra, yet he gave that embrace. Then, Kwaham Daridraha. Where I am this great Daridra, Papiyan. Papiyan means it's a not now a papi. In the earlier lives he must have done papa. That is why suffering for the money or food. Or it may be his own wish that I should not have the money. कुछ भी हो, but that न्यूनता भाव हमेशा निरहंकार का प्रतीक है. A good quality of bhakta, devotee. A Vedanti is in a mood of aham brahmasmi. That sadhana is different. There also the small ego and panchakoshas are transcended. In the bhakti, we just papoham, papakarmaham, papaatma, papasammoha, trahimam krupayadeva, saranagata vatsala, neta saranasti, tvameva saranamama, tasmat karuna bhavena, raksha janardana. These are all the mantras we do. So, kwaham daridraha, papiyan, kwa krishnaha, Shri Niketanaha. And where is Krishna? Sri Niketana, the abode of entire riches and wealth and prosperity, etc. And yet, Brahma Bandhu hi tisma. Aham, just knowing that I am Brahmana, bas Brahma Bandhu means Brahmana, okay, so Amshastha. So Brahma Bandhu hi tisma, aham, Bahubhyam Pariramita. That opened his own arms and just embraced me because I am just Brahmana. Otherwise, such a Daridra I am, and he is Srinivasa. So here the main point is what? The Lakshanas which a Brahmana has of, those are the Shamodamastava Shaucham Kshantir Arjavamevacha Jnanam Vijnanamastikyam Brahma Karma Svabhavajam. If those gunas we have, Bhagavan gives this darshanam and alinganam that we can learn. So the darshana alingana all should mean we will be growing into the proximity of God. We will be reaching proximity of God, that will be our spiritual growth. So be in that mood of sadgunas. Then Brahma Bandhu iti smaham bahubhyam parirambitaha. So he's remembering all. When I went, how he came running and hugged me, knowing that I am his friend and Brahmana. Otherwise, I am very daridra. I don't deserve only. Then nivasitaha, I am made seated. Where? Priya Jushte Pariyanke. In the Pariyanka, in the Palanga, which he uses along with his Priya, on that he made me sit. Pariyanke Bhrataro Yatha. Like those Antapara Vasins also thought like that. How come like elder brother is worshipping him? So he took care of me like elder brother. He made me sit on his own personal asana. अपने पर्यंक में उन्होंने मुझे बिठाया. दो बात. Then महिष्या वीजितः श्रांतः. I was so tired. Mahisha, by his Pattamahishi, Rukmini, Vijitaha. I was fanned with what? Vala Vyasana Hastaya. With the hand having the fan. So she does it mainly to her, that Sri Krishna Paramatma only. But Krishna himself doing to him, then she understood that he is a worship worthy, seva worthy for her. So she has done that fanning. मतलब he is remembering मैं कहाँ दरिद्र और मुझे किस thought से मैं गया. Even darsana is given is complete, is sufficient to me. But what I have seen, received, hugged, made to sit on his ass, and he himself did puja, and then she herself has fed all of them. तो इससे क्या पता चल रहा है हमको? भगवत भक्ति में प्रसन्न होकर भगवान blesses us with all these rare blessings, which have no words to explain. That's only a joy we have to experience by going there. Then next, what is what? Shushrushaya paramaya, with extreme Shushrusha bhava, seva bhava, pada samvahanadibihi. Even he has done the pada samvahana, that pressing the feet, etc. Even that he has done. Pujitaha deva devena, vipradevena devavat. He is a Deva, and for him Vipras are Devas, therefore he is Vipradeva. Devavat, as the puja is done to the Devatas, that way he has done to me. He was recollecting all those things. So he was in stunned mood that time, he never imagined, expected all that. तो उस आनंद में वह तो थे, but return में he is recollecting all. Like you and I also can recollect these things, where we are with our mind filled with all unpositive gunas, and how we are molded through someone to the spirituality, had darshan of great Mahatmas like Puja Gurudev. Under his guidance and protection and blessing only, Nirantara we are seated in our classes and having our own Shastra Shravanam, a part of it, bit of it, trying to grasp, and to our sincerity, genuineness, some of them we are implementing. Just where were we? Where are we now? Not yet reached, but still, this is compared to the earlier thing, much better. More devotion. If I have to my Guru God, He will bless me with more higher and deeper experiences also. So we can have that way introspection as well as just flashback of how we are every moment taken care of by Bhagavan. Millionth time I am saying again, there is no greater grace as we are receiving from the God. Nobody else is receiving. Where the mukti giving tattva jnana, day in and day out, morning, evening, we are continuously poured, and that is started to do its work of slowly removing the weeds of the worldliness, and sow the seeds of the spirituality as the goal. सो ब्यूटिफुल, हु इज ब्लेस्ड लाइक दिस. मेरे को तो इतनी खुशी होती है बाबा जब भी याद करता हूँ कि वी आर हैविंग भगवत कृपा से एवरीडे क्लास, होल एवरी नाइट. दिस इज व्हाट इज माय जॉब. ओ गॉड, थैंक यू विदाउट एनी obstruction. You saw to it that today we had the study of all the 6-7 texts. Please do one more favor. Tomorrow also let it be like that. This is what I am doing from last 1200 days. Sometimes even if I don't remember, Bhagwan is kind ki Sakrudeva Prapanaya Tavasmiti Achate, or Sakrut Sevaya Nitya Seva Phalam Prayacha. So he remembers our one time prayer. Then even if I don't ask, he says, "Hey, Kalvi class karna hai, tumko karo." Is it not a miracle? I तो find it as so. How come you are so regularly coming and we are having such a marathon race of having satsanga? How wonderful it is. Is it not His grace? So he was remembering that. Now, a beautiful shloka he tells to himself and for all of us. सुधामा जी क्या कहते हैं कि स्वर्ग अपवर्गयो हो रसायाम भुवि संपदाम सर्वासामपि सिद्धीनाम मूलम तच्चरण अर्चनम. देखा, भगवान के चरण का अर्चना करना इज अ कॉज, इज अ मूलम फॉर द obtaining of all these things. Swarga, getting the Swarga Sukhas. Apavarga is a moksham. Rasayam means Rasatala Bhoga is greater than even Swarga. Then Bhuvi Sampadam, on the Bhuvi, getting all Sampada. Then Sarvasamam Siddhinam, all Siddhis. Siddhis, accomplishments, successes of whatever the Sankalpas we do. That's the general meaning of Siddhi. Shastra meaning of Siddhi is the variety of yoga Siddhis which we get. सिद्धि सबके होते हैं, ज्ञान में ज्ञान सिद्धियां होते हैं, भक्ति वालों को भक्ति की सिद्धियां, योगियों को योग सिद्धि होती है, कर्म योग वालों को उसके वहां की सिद्धि. तो सर्वासाम अपि सिद्धि नाम इज यू कैन ऐड दिस योग सिद्धि, ज्ञान सिद्धि, भक्ति सिद्धि. Of all of siddhis, moolam. What is the moolam? How come they all be gained? What are the means? The charana archanam. So this is a secret revealed. That means what? Being in his own house, in all his properties, every day this great Sudhama is doing Bhagavad Charana Archana. Now take this point. If you have not started, start from tomorrow. भगवान के चरण का अर्चना in your own puja room. You know, get that picture, get that Paduka of the Lord made in some silver or so. Just 5 minutes, do the Abhishekam. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo. Or a mantras if you can chant. Purusha Suktam, Narayana Suktam, any one of them. Narayana Upanishatu. करके then you do that wiping, चंदन लगाओ, नहीं तो पुष्प लगाओ, or just put नैवेद्यम आरती करो. So go on doing, भगवान will give all these things. मूलम तच्चरण अर्चनम. इन सबको पाने के लिए मूल है तत् भगवता चरण अर्चनम. कीप ऑन डूइंग चरण. बस our minds, because they are filled with the mechanics of the modern world, a very grossness, this subtle thing that we do the upasana God with His grace, everything that is gettable, gainable can be gained quickly. Our modern scientific stupid mind doesn't agree or accept. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, मैं नहीं बिलीव करूंगा. Now, truly, science alone is helping to a wise person now to believe in these things. Now, see the most miraculous thing of money transfer online. From any country to anybody into anybody's bank. Just in one click, you are able to transfer money. Sampada, And anything, anybody can order. People staying in US are ordering food for their parents in Hyderabad, in India. हर दिन सुबह दोपहर शाम, because the parents are elderly, they can't do that all things. Their children remember every day they order and the time पे खाना आ रहा है उनको ऑनलाइन में ऑर्डर करने से. हो रहा है कि नहीं? No, if these things can happen with whatever the process, when we do the upasana, Bhagavad Charanarchana, all this also will happen in the same way. Some processes will be known, many may not be known. So this is the conviction of Sudhamaji. This is the conviction of all of us also. What is that again? Sarga apavargayoho moolam. First Swarga ka moolam taccharanarchanam. Apavarga moola taccharanarchanam. Rasayam moolam taccharanarchanam. Bhuvi sampada moolam taccharanarchanam. Finally, sarvasam siddhinam moolam tacharana archanam. तो भगवान के चरण अर्चना से all these things we get. Swarga is the Swarga bhogas, including all yaksha, kinnara, purusha, upar ke log sare. Apavarga is direct moksha. Whenever we call moksha, you understand it to be moksha from the identity with the jiva bhava through limited upadhis and identify with the all pervading truth or substratum. That's called moksha. That's called apavarga in one language. Pavarga not there, it's called apavarga. Papa, phala, bhaya, bandhana, bhaya and maya. This papa, bhabhama, ये पवर्ग है जो नहीं है, that अपवर्ग कहते हैं. That's moksha. So स्वर्ग का मूलम, then अपवर्ग का मूलम, then rasayam, the rasatara loka sukha bhoga, then bhuvi sampadam, on the bhuloka, any of this sampada you get. Sampada is samyak pada. Samyak pada is all the three. One is all the material wealth. Second is a great power and position. Third is beautiful respect and reverence. The best example is the President of India. Sarva Sampadam. When he is president for those 5 years, everything is at his disposal. Power and position, he can command the Tridada. See yesterday that Navy Wala, what is the name given? New Wala, Vidyun Mala? No. Beautiful name was it. is released into the ocean, a warship, big one, and all the naval chiefs and all were there. President was doing. So सर्व संपदा है उनके पास, पावर पोजिशन है, then respect. Whole 140 करोड़ do नमस्कार and all other nations. Example क्या? भगवत चरण इसका मूल है, चरणार्चनम. सर्वासामपि, then finally सर्वासामपि सिद्धिनाम. For all the siddhis. Siddhi means any accomplishment, any achievement, any sankalpa, whatever you have. Yoga siddhi, then sankalpa siddhi. For all of that, Bhagavad Charanarchana. Now, this is such a powerful sentence, na? We just neglect it. That is called Moha Maya. इसको ऐसा क्लिक होना चाहिए कि नहीं. Therefore, for all the fulfillments, God's grace is Karana, and for the God's grace, Bhagavad Charana Upasana is Karana. Therefore, from now onwards, continuously I'll engage in doing Bhagavad Charana Archanam. ये thought click होना है कि नहीं. Because in our life, continuously with so much of kamana, we are running into the world. And 5% भी हमको fulfill नहीं होते, वो भी बहुत मुश्किल से, with all obligations and kicks. All those which we are seeking and millions more than that are being fulfilled or given to us when we do Bhagavad Charana Archana, when it is so specifically said here. But see, our unfortunate minds, even after reminding also, it will not listen or accept and never starts that. That is a मूर्खत्व. That is मानव का मूर्ख. कभी कभी लोग ना पानी में डूब रहे होते हैं, somebody is throwing the rope. That fellow is so unfortunate by choice, he doesn't hold that rope also. First gets drowned only. So this shloka is like a rope to us. Hold it and come out of the ocean flooded of samsara, of efforts but not getting anything. You just do his archana, he will give everything. In the next episode of this story, one miraculous thing what we see is Bhagavan, if he wants, he can bless us, not posthumously, instantaneously also. There are hundreds of cases like that. When the topic is going to come, we will see. Now, this is all he was thinking. But now the best and the ultimate of thinking of Sudhama while going back home is this one. To listen to which we have given so much value, importance to this chapter. What it is, he says, next one, why Bhagavan has not given the money to me. He is not finding fault with him, nor cursing himself. यार मेरे को पूछना था, नहीं पूछे थे उनको देना था, वो नहीं दिया तो आया तो मैं हूँ धन के वास्ते, सेंट बाय वाइफ. I should have asked. Not that nonsense egoistic thinking he is doing. And what are his thoughts? Ki adhanaha ayam. Right now he is without wealth. So he is thinking what Krishna must have thought, because of which he has not given any wealth. क्या सोचकर भगवान ने धन नहीं दिया, ये सोच रहे सुदामा. And this is the ultimate thing every one of us. भगवान ने कुछ नहीं दिया को मतलब he doesn't want to trap us or bind us anyway. That's the meaning of the whole shloka. He says, Adhanaha ayam, he is without wealth, dhanam prapya, if he gets lot of wealth suddenly, madhyan uchchaihi, with the mother growing in the mind, arrogance. Uchchaihi, the highest level, madhyan, mother ya garva ko pakar, maam nasmaret, namam smaret. He will not remember me. धन का गर्व ऐसा होता है कि you want to udav that money or increase that money or show it off to others or many other things we do when the money is with us. The common outcome of all of that is no smarana of Bhagavan. When you have the note ka smarana, there is no smarana of Bhagavan. So namam smaretu iti. In this way, having thought that karunikaha, the Lord full of that karuna and compassion, nunam, indeed, dhanam, wealth, may to me, abhuri na adadat. Abhuri means not even a little also is not given. He has not given a little also. Bhuri is bahut. Abhuri means bahut kam. बहुत कम से कम भी उन्होंने नहीं दिया. मतलब क्या उसका, एक तो क्वांटिटी ऑफ मनी इज एनीवे मैटर्स. Second is what? Other than the quantity, whatever the quantity it is there is a chance for having the mother at that level and leading to the Vismruti of Bhagavan. इसलिए कुछ भी नहीं दिया भगवान. Abhori means even micro, minute also has not given. That out of arrogance, I become involved in the money and won't remember him. Yesterday we said this, day before also we thought it. We remember again once more. If Bhagavan wants to give himself to us, spiritual revelations to us, the biggest obstruction to that is the possessions of ours, of money or people or even any name and fame or experience. भगवान सब खींच लेते क्योंकि सब माया है. That is why Bhagavan, to one who wants to give his own self, he will be made to be isolated from the world. He will be bereft of all the money, power, position, importance. कुछ नहीं देंगे. Because anything is cause of moha. Anything cause of mother arrogance. Anything is cause of non-remembrance of God. पूरा उनको ऐसे ना कंगाल करके रखते भगवान. Then only the real, genuine devotee understands, oh, Bhagavan wants to give himself to me. Therefore, I have to attend fully to him at that time. I should not be distracted. Distractions happen when I am something, when I get something. Therefore, Bhagavan gave me nothing, taken away everything, and made me stand just like that, so that I am fully available to receive him when he himself offers to me himself. ये भक्त को ऐसा समझना चाहिए. Not that भगवान इतने पैसे रखे कुछ दिया तो क्या होता. व्हाट दैट रुक्मिणी ये डूइंग पंखा वंखा. कम से कम पंखा देते हैं तो मैं बेच लेता. शी ऑल्सो डिड नॉट रिमाइंड. नोबडी रिमाइंडेड टू टेल कृष्णा. भूल गए वो दो करके. हाउ कम कृष्णा कैन फॉरगेट. यू शुड रिमेंबर. और मेरे को क्या हुआ कल का बेवकूफ. व्हाई डिडंट आई आस्क. None of these nonsense thoughts were there in him, even little. Therefore, he deserved Bhagwan's hospitality, puja, all of that. यहाँ है सिंपल सेंटेंस. माया को मांगो तो मिलेगी, लेकिन भगवान नहीं मिलेगी. भगवान को चाहते हो तो माया का इतना टुकड़ा भी नहीं मांगना. मांगेगा तो मिलेगा, फिर भगवान नहीं मिलेंगे. मर्जी आपकी. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अन्यदा शरणं नास्ति तो अहम शरणं गता. और अनन्य भक्ति मीन्स दैट अन्य कामनाओं को छोड़कर, अन्य संकल्पों को छोड़कर भक्ति फॉर द सेक ऑफ भक्ति इज कॉल्ड अनन्य भक्ति. एट द हायर लेवल, नेक्स्ट लेवल में अनन्य मीन्स दैट डिवोशन वेयर आई डोंट फाइंड माई सेल्फ सेपरेट फ्रॉम द गॉड. I surrender myself totally to him. I am not remaining even little as anya to him. That's called ananya bhakti. So, adhanoyam dhanam prapya madhyan uchai namam smaretu iti karunikaha nunam dhanam me abhuri na adadatu. Okay, this is one thing. And another is what? Maybe when I am given wealth, en route I go. So somebody will harm me, loot the money from me. To avoid all this, only the online transaction हो रहा है ना आजकल. And the black money hoarding है, सबको अवॉइड करने के लिए एवरीथिंग दैट व्हाट यू कॉल व्हाट करेंसी, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक करेंसी क्या कहते हैं, ऑनलाइन. सब वही हो रहा है. दैट इज अ वे टू अवॉइड द होर्डिंग ऑफ ब्लैक मनी. Even I take money, somebody may attack me, harm me. So for that reason also he has not given. Main reason is this, I'll forget him. Okay. Then in this way, iti tat chintayan antah praptah nijagruha antikam. In this way, thinking about God and His grace, almost he reached to his place. तो इतना जल्दी पहुंच गए वो. हाँ, पास में था शायद, या चलते चलते ये सब सोचते गए. मे बी गॉड हैज गिवन एनी गिफ्ट दिए होंगे, लिफ्ट वगैरह whatever, but thinking like this reached home. When he reaches the house, he has not found his house only there. Something huge palace, very big it was there. And then, what is this place where I have come? In this when he was thinking, then lot of people coming, welcoming, फूल फवारे करते हैं उनके ऊपर. Then from that gruha, one lady like a Sri Mahalakshmi only, she is there. Like a Devata Kanya, she is coming and all. Wonderful description. All this portion we will see tomorrow. When he goes back, how all the riches are given to him by Bhagavan. Yet he was not attached to them or excited and all. He was concerned about only the basic thing. Is my devotion at the feet of the Lord unshaken or not? Therefore, is Bhagavan's prema on me, karuna on me is there or not? Yeah, that's mean. All this wealth coming, going, is that all? अब क्या करेंगे? A good portion this we'll see today, tomorrow, and toward the end. Mm, these 5, 6, 7 shlokas again of the Tarka, what he thinks is so beautiful. So come tomorrow, we'll try to do it tomorrow. Devata Aurekdin. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. So the essence of today is how was the thinking thought process of Sudhama while going back. What was in Bhagwan's mind seeing such a childhood friend, but Brahmana and Mahabhakta, what he wanted to give him, that all we saw yesterday. Let's stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo धियो यन प्रचोदयात् प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम् मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानीयमस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाशमन ताम्बूलनीराजनां दर्शयामि नारायण ओम नीलमेघ श्यामकृष्ण नित्यजगन मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल वेणुगानन वेदांत विद्य नवनीत भक्तजनाधार प्रमदया गीतामृत दात परम योगेश पार्थ कृष्ण तत्तर सूर्यवतार नेमामितमे नारायण नमो ब्रह्मादि ब्रह्मणोत्पत्ति व्यासाय विष्णु परिवास योगिंद्राय नमस्ते श्रीकांत और श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद सुखदेव सूतादि समस्त भागवत आचार्य की पाठक की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सदगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंद समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासुगण धर्म संस्थापक की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य भक्त श्रोता गण की विशेष रूपेण जय 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 थैंक यू join in 2 minutes for our Adhyatma Ramayanam. Om. Yes. Sri Krishna